So it is 2:05 in the morning and I can't sleep. And this is my daily routine. If I'm not painting, right now I have a headache, so but every day I go through a mental check on what's the progress of our country. Have we solved anything? Have we moved forward in anything? And the sad truth is, I don't even know how to answer that question. Life gets to move so fast. It's so fast. Every day is something else. Every day is something that triggers you or bothers you, and you just put on that strong face, because if there's one thing Nigerians have, is that strong, I don't care face, and you keep pushing. But it just made me think that a few months ago, I tried to say how majority of the big groups in Nigeria, the ones that actually have voices, should come together and for unity's sake, for the sake of Nigeria, not come together as friends, not come together and be doing bestie. No. If you say you have the best interest of Nigeria at heart, you will put all the shenanigans aside and focus on the country. But of course, everybody bashed me. Oh, no, this one cannot be friends with this one. This one said this one on that post, and that one did that on that post, and this one. Bro, we ain't freaking ready, and that's just the truth. Because I promise you, there are big, successful companies in the world today that are the biggest enemies of each other. But in order to progress forward, they put that aside and they handle business. But no. We can't come together as a people for the benefit of Nigerians. We can't do that because our egos are too big, and we're just too big for all that. And we're here. We're still asking ourselves, what's going on with Nigeria? Where are we? Have we moved? Have we progressed even a little bit? And the answer is absolutely not. We haven't. We cannot, and I will say this forever, we cannot shout in different languages. We cannot shout and ask for accountability in different voices. At one point, Nigeria has to be more important than your personal opinions. It has to be. If not, the truth is we're fooling ourselves. I don't want to be talking about all this stuff every goddamn day. I want to work on people's mindsets. Give them a different way of thinking, so that I also can change the way I think in certain areas. We are pushed every day to be on the internet to talk about the government. Our president is laughing at us. He's making jokes out of all the talks about his wife. That's where we are. You think they've canceled any of their vacations because the children in Oyo are there? No. They couldn't even they couldn't even cancel the festival they had. You feel me? They keep riding, they keep trying to do their own. They don't care. And they sleep like babies, though. You think they have sleepless nights? They don't. Bad people don't have sleepless nights because they don't care. It's the good ones that have conscience, that care, that end up having sleepless nights like you and me. We cannot build Nigeria on separate lanes. We can't do that. I remember even with my bad neck, that period when the VDM was protesting in Abuja, there was a little mini protest. Everybody was wearing yellow berets. Take that shit off your head and put it down, because it's not about your party. It is about progress. It's about Nigeria. But we don't want to have these conversations, though. We don't. Just recently, I even saw, I don't even understand what's going on the internet. Recently, I saw a situation with Justice Crack, and I'm like, what's going on? Why are we doing this? It's just one sneaky behavior after another. And by the way, my opinion on things, if you hear something being said and you know it's negative, do not entertain that thing. Walk away from that thing. If you're being caught, even Alvin of Lagos recently, there was a video made about him, and a lot of people that he followed were in the comments agreeing and having opinions. Once you put yourself in a situation where you're commenting about another person, you look like a bad guy. You look bad. you look bad. We need to stop all the shenanigans and come together as one. If not, we will never progress, I promise you. We will struggle every day. Our wrinkles will get deeper. Our bank accounts will get emptier. Our peace of mind will be non-existent. The one thing South Africans have, because at this point, honestly, I don't rate them like that. I have a few great friends and I love them, but in general, I don't understand it. But one thing they have is standing together. With different tribes in there, they stand together. Half of the protests you see around the world, they are people standing together. For example, even Romania, for example, right? It's Romania, but they are different. There's Timișoara, there's Bucharest, there's Corabia, there are so many. There's so many different people. But they stand together when push comes to shove. We want to stand divided and say, no, this team is better than that one and that one is better. We will be suffering. Let no one ever lie to you. We will suffer. There was a great momentum starting for the Uyo children, and it died because, again, we put faith into leaders that don't have our best interest at heart. We're at the point where we are negotiating and paying for children. Those children, even when they come out, they will never be the same again. Their mental state of mind will be off. They will probably end up being the future, troublemakers. Because the system allowed this happen to them. And the saddest part is it's not just Uyo. There's Borno. There are so many. There are people that have been in captivity for over 2 months. And I don't understand it. That's the Muslim states, right? But nobody wants to talk about them, though. Nobody's talking about them because they are not talking about it. And I keep asking myself this question. Every night, I swear to God, I am starting to see those children's faces, and I've never seen their photo. I see a child here and there, but I'm starting to put faces to 40-something people that I don't even know. Where are the families of the people from Oyo State? I saw them once come out on the internet and they were crying to I don't know who, but that's it. Have they given up? Have they given up? It is such a... I'm so tired. And my tiredness is not physical tired. It's just mental tiredness of feeling stuck, Asking, and people are like, our votes count. They count. And this is why I try to say, let's work on people's mindsets also, because they hear the bad news every day. The bad news is there. But if we don't change the way they think and understand that we are one as people, we still can't get Igbos and Yorubas to stop fighting. One thinks it's better than the other. And we expect change. Like how? At the end of the day, if you choose wrong, you will still suffer with the rest of us. Let's pick correctly. Let's pick our leaders correctly. And on that day of voting, when the polls are looking, they cannot even, there is no, you cannot deny what will happen on that day. They cannot, even INEC can come out with the different results and say, oh, look, this person won. No, because the vote will be so obvious. Nigeria is nothing if we divide ourselves. We're just little people roaming the earth in this side of the world. That's all. If we don't put our shit aside and work for the betterment of the country, we will all be in this stuff. The only difference is that some people will be higher than others. Some will be higher than others. Some will still eat steak than others. It's crazy. Educate your parents. Educate them. Make them understand that 50K they are receiving, they could make that in no time if they choose correctly. Educate yourselves. Ask yourself, your tribe, does it matter if everybody's suffering? We keep playing, we're going to learn the hard way. People like me will keep riding. And it's hard even for me. But let's stop this nonsense. All enemies must come together.